When is it a good time to buy real estate? We just had another rate hike, marking it our 7th and final rate hike this year. They say these were the most aggressive tightening cycles in history. What does this mean? Well, we know one thing for sure, that the government wouldn't increase rates if they knew we were heading into recession. To top it off, there wouldn't be so many new developments around the city if the government knew that the demand is going to die out. The truth is, real estate is cyclical, and we just so happen to be in a down market. Just like the weather, there is no good or bad weather, there's just inappropriate clothing. Just like that, there is no good or bad market, there's just the right or wrong strategies to get the most out of your property. Here's your monthly market update of the Peel region. This time we'll be covering majority of the year, so it'll be interesting to see how this year has played out. We'll be covering the following key indicators to give you a complete overview: the average price, sales, new listing versus sold properties, year-over-year appreciation, and the days on market that it takes to sell a property. Then I'll share my input of how to take advantage of this market and what potential pitfalls to avoid. Average price. Detached homes are sitting at 1.32 million, which is 7.13% less than last year. Semi-detached sitting at 972,000, which is 7.02% less than last year. The average price for townhouses is 798,000, which is 0.4% less than last year. Townhouses haven't taken as much of a hit. Here's the kicker. Are you ready for it? Condos are sitting at 628,000 as average prices, which is 6.66% higher than last year. That's right, condos have appreciated since last year despite these interest rate hikes. This year seems like the year of condos. Detached homes have dropped in price as well, but you won't lose money unless you sell and just sit on the money. If you bought anything but a condo last year, it's likely not a good time to sell. But if you plan to upsize, this might be a golden opportunity because the higher priced properties have taken a higher hit than the smaller properties have in prices. Moving on, let's look at the sales. Here's where the numbers get shocking. Are you ready for it? The total number of sales in the entire Peel region were 527 homes. That is the lowest that it's been this entire year, and less than half of the amount of sales last year. As you can see in this graph, the sales have always been high, even around this time of the year. Why are we seeing such less activity this year? Number one, it's holiday season and most people aren't thinking about real estate. Number two, it's cold outside. It's not ideal for people to move. With so many interest rate hikes and prices not cooling down to where buyers would like them to, many sellers have chosen to terminate their listings if they don't have to sell. How will this play out in 2023? Let's look at some more stats to get the bigger picture. New listings versus sold listings. Here's where it gets interesting. We've had a large amount of new listings come into the market, but very few of them actually sell. In November this year, we had 1,130 new listings, which is 12% less than last year. Yet again, only half of them actually sold. Let's get this straight. We get less listings than last year, but only half of them sell. Why? If we dig deeper and look at the previous months, we can see that we've had a low amount of inventory consistently throughout this entire year. That tells us that unlike the market in 2008, when the prices dropped and sales went up, the sales have actually dropped this year, which means many sellers are not selling unless they have to, and that is causing our average prices to not fall. Many sellers have also bought years ago at low interest rates, so they can afford to not sell their property and simply refinance and buy their second home or investment property. Last but not least, days on market. This gives us an idea of how fast the market is moving. Can you guess the average time it takes to sell a property in this market? The right answer is 19 days. As you can see in this graph, that number is getting smaller. Since September, we're noticing a lower amount of days that it takes to sell a property now. I like this new way of doing business. Sellers have more time to expose their property completely. No one's being rushed into things. Buyers have more time to do their due diligence. It's a win-win situation and no one's being rushed into things. Back to the million-dollar question, have we hit rock bottom? The truth is, we'll really never know if we've hit rock bottom until a few months later. Is it really worth waiting? Or better yet, when is it a good time to enter the market? There is no right or wrong answer to this question. It depends on your situation. Are you currently renting? Take home ownership. You should have bought a home yesterday. Are you investing? This is a perfect opportunity to buy low. Are you looking to upsize? There's tons of opportunities in this market to take advantage of. If you are selling and moving out of the country or just bought a year ago and want to sell and hold on to the money, I would advise to reconsider and maybe wait a little longer until prices stabilize. Everyone's situation is different. The truth is, the market favors educated buyers and sellers. Hope you found this video helpful. If you did, please like and subscribe. And if you have any comments on when you think the market is going to hit rock bottom, please comment below. I'm very curious to hear your answers. My name is Chandra from the Chandra Real Estate Group, and until next time, we provide results that move you.